Welcome to Soul Busy. I'm Rach.
And I'm Carli,
Your CEO
and COO
sisters. We share unfiltered convo on balancing hustle with mindfulness
while running successful businesses with soul
and the real life between it all. Before we begin this episode, we just wanted to have a quick disclaimer. We understand the sensitivity of these topics. It's crucial to note that our experiences are incredibly personal, and we do not advocate that you replicate our journeys in any way. Before considering any changes to your diet or your lifestyle, we strongly recommend consulting with a medical professional. Your well-being is our priority, and this podcast is here to inspire and inform, not prescribe.
Today we welcome Lauren Hefez. She's a professional butt and mood lifter. You may have seen her very viral TikTok showcasing her skills as a lunch and snack dealer, sharing her raw life behind being a mom of two crazy and funny boys and a new baby girl too. Not to mention, on top of it all, she's the author of ebook Lunches Made Simple. We are so excited to welcome her today. Welcome, Lauren. Not to be confused with Lauren over in the corner.
Wait, heard she's Lauren?
Well, her name is Lauren, but we've now
One day
decided
I heard someone
she's
say
Lauren.
Lauren, and I was like, did you just say Lauren? And now literally it sticks.
Lauren.
And my
is
daughter
hilarious.
Lily calls her Warren.
Well, people think I'm Lauren all the time. I'm like, really?
Why?
Lauren,
Oh, like-
Lauren. I say Lauren.
Want to know something funny that I've never really told anyone?
Yeah.
When I call places for takeout, they think my name is Lisa. I would love for you to explain it to me. It is a consistent theme of my life.
What are you talking about?
Every time I call for takeout, they're like, okay, so what's your name? I say Rachael. They go, Lisa?
What?
So I've started to think, do I have a speech impediment? Is there something I'm doing that makes them think because I'm the common denominator? It's
Rachel
constant.
and Lisa are not even the same name.
I couldn't tell you. It is a thing of my life.
Weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
weird.
here, welcome, Lauren.
Thank you.
Specifically, Lauren. We're so happy you're here.
Oh my God, it's his dream come true.
It's incredible. I love you. How long have we known each other?
But way back in camp, I think. Was that when it was when we were kids?
Wait, so did you go to Pembroke?
I did.
Okay, I forget that.
Yeah.
You went to Pembroke.
I think I was like in second grade.
How long did you go for?
Just 3 years.
Okay, we went for 10.
You were like,
Oh, yeah,
fuck
I
that.
wasn't-
You're like
I
a
wasn't a
fake.
groupie.
You're a fake camp
I
girl.
got- I went into an
You're
hour.
a bullshit camp girl. Not real. Understood. So fuck you. But also no, there's other things. So I was a makeup artist for Eric Levin, a photographer.
Yes.
And you were doing a photo shoot with Eric and I was like his assistant.
Yep.
And I did your makeup.
Yes,
And
my
then-
makeup, my hair, you were like doing everything.
Yeah, I
You
was
were,
like a
telling me how to
faux
pose. You were
hairstylist.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I was
so
like, I was
weird.
his
You
go-to
ran
girly.
the photo shoot, pretty much.
I'm sure he would appreciate that. But I remember we did your shoot and then I was like, I love this girl. And you were like, I don't have a ride. Remember I drove
You drove me
to like
home.
no, I think I drove you to Equinox.
Oh yeah, you did.
You were like doing a class at Equinox.
Yeah.
It was a funny story.
We just connected that way.
Because I also hate people in my car. Another
Really?
fun
And you
fact.
let me in?
And I let you in.
That was really nice.
Yeah, I
That's
don't like to
honestly-
drive people.
That means
We
you
just
liked
connected.
her.
Yeah, we
Thank
did. I just
you.
really liked you. Yeah.
Thank you,
Yep.
Rachael.
So there we go. I like you.
I love
would
you.
love for you to start just by telling our audience
Yeah.
who the fuck you are.
All right. Well, I'm Lauren Hefez. I started my life teaching group fitness classes. And now I still teach, but much less now that I have a family. And my focus is feeding and giving my kids the best that I can when it comes to food, when it comes to relationships with food. So health and fitness is pretty much like what I do.
Love that.
Tell me everything. I'm so excited.
You're so experienced too. I feel like you've been
I've
so
been
many
teaching
years.
fitness so I started teaching fitness in college. I needed a job. I didn't have money, and I danced. So I danced all through like elementary school, high school, danced through college, and like just body movement was what I knew.
And I like your body movements too. Would you say they're isometric?
Yes.
You're an isometric girly?
I am an isometric
Yeah, because I
girl.
like isometric movement.
How do we get your
targeting it.
classes?
Okay, so I do
YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh.
I haven't posted in a while, but there's still like hundreds of videos there. But now I literally teach in my backyard.
Oh.
I was like
How
group fitness.
convenient.
I was teaching all around the city, busting my butt, going into like people's homes.
I remember
And then-
that era for you.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I'm going to do a YouTube class for
And
sure.
YouTube
They're
definitely.
great. They're
I love
like
that.
really like tight girly workouts.
And some of
I
them are
like
like
girl
20
workouts.
minutes, like not about like the hour workout, like 20 minutes, get in, get out, feel good.
Yeah. She's a mom. She
That's
just
how
knows.
much I got. I got 20 minutes.
I love
Literally.
that you formed your life and like everything that's organic to you around like your career.
That is the best thing.
Careful. Keep your headphones on, man.
Wait, I have to make sure it goes over my hair. Over my hair. Okay, good. Yes, I do things that like fit my life. Like I don't. Does it look okay?
Yeah, you look great.
Okay.
It's beautiful. I'm watching you. I
want everything to be easy in my life.
I feel the
so like
same
if
way.
it doesn't come organically, if it doesn't feed my soul, sorry, I was away from the camera. I mean,
Yes. If it doesn't feed her soul.
if it doesn't feed my soul, then I don't want to do it. So I want it to be like natural for me, and like I just feel good.
Ma'am, please stop there. I would like to ask you my first question.
Yeah.
You just said if it doesn't feed your soul, you don't do it. That is a prerequisite of being soul busy.
Yeah.
We ask every guest that comes onto this podcast, you must be soul busy to be on this podcast. So we want to know from you, why are you soul busy?
Yeah.
How does that resonate with your lifestyle?
So I used to say yes to everything. So I was a yeser, and I
Rest in peace to that.
R.I.P.
Terrible point in
No
life.
is your yes now.
And I was pulled in so many directions, and I wasn't able to give 100% to everything. I was giving 5% to everything. I was tired. I wasn't happy. And then I started saying no. And it's the best thing that I've ever done, because you just leave the door open to so many more opportunities that you actually want.
Yes.
Like being here.
Right.
And I stopped feeling bad about saying no, because why would I say yes?
You have to release the guilt.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's hard for people to say no.
It's a big topic for us.
It definitely is. People always ask us, like, how do you do
Yeah,
that? Or-
But just know that when you say no, you leave the door open to what you want to say yes for.
I like that. I don't
Proper
think I've said,
yeses.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
that, because you don't realize. Actually, that actually came up with my friend this week. She's like in a job and she keeps saying yes to these things, and she's like, but then I have to say no to these things I really want to say yes to, and then I'm like, I don't know what to do, and I'm like, so say no to those things.
I think it's more challenging than you think to go through that,
No,
training.
it's funny. It's funny.
It seems like logical, but then when you're in that situation,
100%. Yeah.
No, it's really hard.
Once you start going on the no train, though, it's hard to get off the no train.
But it feels so good.
Yeah,
to say
It's
no.
also hard to not be an asshole on the no train.
Yeah.
Like I find that sometimes people might think I'm a douche lord
You
because
are,
like
it's fine.
I mean I
Thank
definitely
you so much.
come off.
Opportunity, not for me right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it could
Yeah.
be social, it could be professional, but
Yeah.
like I do say no to more social things than
Yeah.
so that I can be acceptable in my
Maybe
professional
it's
life.
easier when you guys have kids, because like you kind of have an excuse.
Oh, kids are the
True,
best.
it's the
And I'm
best.
like,
The best
yeah,
excuse.
I gotta go. My kids.
There was one thing that I
Wait,
heard
check
one
my
time.
watch.
It was
gotta
like you
check my
want to be
Oura ring.
invited.
Let me see what my Oura ring
Rachel's
says
and I
today.
are coming. I'm so mad I didn't get mine today.
Okay, mine was supposed to come Monday, so like I'm confused. I should
you get
track
the
it.
gold?
I think they
Does
ship,
it go to your mailbox?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
it's in
think
my
they ship like
mailbox.
DHL.
Oh,
Yeah, DHL doesn't come on time.
I don't like DHL.
Me neither.
You know, when I listen to you guys talking, I never know who's talking.
I know. This is
you guys
Rachel.
sound so much alike.
This
I
is
know.
Kawi.
Carli.
The sexier voice is Rachel.
If you're literally not
If
true.
you're trying to figure it out. Well, I love that. So one question, I wrote this question list with Andrea, who does your hair.
Yeah.
And Carli and I, which I was getting a blowout, and the three of us were talking. We were like, what would we want to ask her? And this was actually Andrea's question. She was like, she has 3 kids too. And she's like, how do you balance it all? And that's like another theme of Soul Busy. I know. So you say no to things, but like, how do you make time for everything in your life?
Yeah. So that's a really good question. And I wake up a little bit earlier, and I feel like that helps a lot. Like I feel like I'm in a good state of mind. I can accomplish the little things. I feel like I am focused when they wake up, so I can give them
What
the attention
time?
they need. Only like half an hour before they wake up. So like 6:30 rather than 7.
Okay.
And it makes a huge difference. I used to want
yeah.
to work out in the morning, but that kind of lost.
Yeah.
And I realized maybe I'll make their lunches first thing. So when they come downstairs, it's ready. I can focus on their breakfast. I can focus on them. I'm not screaming and running around. So I think focusing on that and getting a little bit more of me time in the morning is really, really helpful.
I couldn't agree more. And I think that I was just looking at an Instagram post, and it was about what it means to be a stoic. And I resonated with every single post that was in the carousel. And one of the things was a stoic optimizes their mornings, and that they use their mornings to their advantage. And I love that you said it's only 30 minutes, because I feel like that's really digestible for everybody. And to all the moms out there, like we all know this, it's all a struggle, no matter how meditative you are,
Yeah.
like time is of the essence.
Yeah.
That's very little time for yourself. So just 30 minutes in the morning can be significant to your mental health
100%.
and fitting it all in.
Yeah.
We're just mental clarity.
Yeah.
We're just a second of silence. silence is something I seek often.
Yeah.
But also, when you wake up earlier, you obviously make your day longer. So if you're saying you have no time, you can fit more things in that time frame. Even if you don't have kids. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I love sleep. I'm never getting out of my bed. But then I just get up and I'm like, that was so easy.
Well, that's the key. You just get up.
So easy because I really love sleep and like I need to sleep. Like I love it.
Kids do, I will say, per what you said before, do kind of like train you, because like the amount of times I wake up in the middle of the night during my sleep, I don't even think about it anymore or care. I'm just like, yep, I'm awake.
Yeah.
And what does it matter?
Yeah.
So waking up at 5 a.m. is almost like a gift.
What time do your kids wake up?
So they've been sick. We've had 3 illnesses in 6 weeks' time. So it has been a shit show.
Yeah.
On a normal time path, they get out of bed at 7.
Okay, same.
Yeah, so it's lovely. And usually they're really good about it. And night times have been a challenge for us in our home with toddler city over there. Just my 2-year-old is like, no one has a longer to-do list than a 2-year-old at bedtime. I can't even get over how many different things she has me do. So that time has been creeping into the nighttime era of my life.
Do they share a room or separate rooms?
They're separate.
Okay.
They're 2 and 1.
Oh,
so it wouldn't work well in the same room.
How's the 1-year-old sleep?
Like a rock.
Isn't that amazing?
It's insane. She doesn't even want me to rock her to sleep. She just she goes in her bed with her Bubba and her blanket and her sweetie doll, and she's out.
Yeah.
She's like, good night,
If
mama.
they only knew how much we love sleep and that they're going to love it too.
Yeah, right?
Oh, I know. Like when I'm like, will you nap?
Sleep.
And she's
Come
like,
on.
no. I'm like, you don't get it. You'd love it. It's a great thing.
It's a treat.
It's a gift to nap. I'm just like, no. All right. Well, those are really great answers. I loved everything you said. So I want to go to the next one, which is, we actually kind of talked about this, but let's talk about like your NICU life.
Yeah.
So you have 3 babies.
3 babies, 3 early babies.
3 very early babies. Like these motherfuckers want to just come to the world. They're ready to come here.
So, it's crazy fast. My first was 26 weeks. He actually just turned 8 yesterday.
Oh, he's so cute.
He is
so handsome.
Thank you.
Beautiful babies.
And then a 31 weeker and a 31 in one day. She wanted to beat
so
out all
26,
the boys.
31,
And 31 in one day.
So it's like you got longer.
I did.
Well, your body
I'm a
probably
medical
got used to,
mystery.
yeah.
My no one knows. We went to the best medical doctors in Boston. No one knows why I went into labor early. It's just a medical mystery. And they've done every test. They've nothing.
Cervix, normal length.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry to talk about your cervix here on the podcast.
It's okay. Cervix and normal. It wasn't
ma'am, could you tell me about your cervix?
It actually
How's your vulva?
It's beautiful.
I'm sure you have a beautiful cervix. I
say
bet you have a great
vulva.
vagina. I'm
You
sure
definitely
it's
do.
I bet it's a
You
really
definitely
nice vagina. Yeah. Well, anyway, so let's carry on. Yeah.
All right. So I had I was obviously clearly into health and fitness. I meditated. I ate only organic when I was pregnant. I didn't put my phone in my pocket because I was scared of the EMFs would get to my baby.
Understood.
Literally.
I love that. This is my brain. Understood.
Yes. Okay. So psycho about it. Held my breath when a truck goes by because you don't want to breathe it.
I do that now, yeah.
And I felt great. And then I went into labor. And it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm in labor. It was not like that. We can get into TMI in here a little bit.
Yeah.
So a mucus plug, I lost a tiny bit, almost like a snot after I showered. And I was like, what is this? So I called the doctor. It was 5:30 at night on a Friday. And she asked me a couple questions. She's is there blood in there? I was like, a tiny bit. She's like, do you have any contractions? No. Do you feel okay? I feel fine. She's like, go into the doctors, a hospital. We'll just get you checked out. So I went into triage. And the doctor on call was checking me out. She was totally chill, totally cool. We were shooting the shit about random stuff. And then all of a sudden her face just gets stoic as she's down there. And I felt my stomach drop.
She saw the head. What'd she see? They said that to me when they checked my fucking wait.
Well, that's what I thought you were gonna say.
I literally thought you were gonna say that they saw the baby coming out. They said that to me when they checked my cervix at the list. They were like, I could see her hair. I'm like, what?
Oh my God, if they said that to me, I would have died.
I was horrified. What did they see? Please tell me.
They saw the head.
They saw the head in your beautiful vagina.
No, they did not see the head. She looks at me. Okay, this is supposed to be a really sad moment for me, but now
Okay,
I
I'm
just
sorry.
can't
No, it's happy. We're happy.
You're soul busy.
We're soul busy.
I'm soul busy.
Yeah, the contrast of it all, honey.
So she looks at me and she goes, "You're 3 centimeters dilated." And I didn't even know what the hell that meant. I was 26 weeks pregnant. My baby's not supposed to be here for another 3.5 months. And I look at her, I'm like, is my baby gonna live? What does that mean?
Oh, I've had that moment. It's terrible. I just got the
she
chills.
she looked at me and she was just like, we are the best hospital in the world.
Where were you?
Not
BI?
Brigham.
Yeah.
not the world, whatever. We are the best hospital.
You were in the best place you could have
The
been in
best.
with the best NICU.
Not because we deliver full-term healthy babies. It's because we do this. And she like literally was
got lucky.
we do this. This is what we do. And I was just like, okay.
I am tingling.
Oh. And then they were like,
that
you're only
question is so sad. It is though,
It is,
because
to
you're
ask
like,
that.
because you're at 26 weeks, which is a significant
That's horrible.
depth into
I'm
your
sorry.
pregnancy.
Yeah.
And all
Thank
you
you.
want and all you think about is the health and wellness of your baby. And to hear that and that to be your visceral reaction, it's so scary.
Yeah.
And it's so sad. It's just
every
like,
time
it's
my
not
baby was
good.
born, like all three of them, I were like, are they breathing? That was like my first question. Are they being
like
intubated?
PTSD,
Yeah. Like, are they alive? Like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So I thought all the doctors, I was really stable. I couldn't feel any contractions, even though I was contracting every 3 minutes. I was like, I feel nothing. They're like, you're really stable. You could go for 3 months like this and have like a little early baby, but not a crazy early baby. Literally 24
on
hours
bed rest?
later, I was sitting there. My brother was in the room. My husband, we're all chatting. And all of a sudden I'm like, I think I have to push. And they're like, what? Nurse, who must have like looked at the chart. She comes running in. She's like, you have to take you to labor and delivery. Like, you're having this baby. And I was like, yes, I'm definitely. This is 24 hours
no
later.
epidural or anything.
Oh, no. Like 1 to 10 centimeters, was hanging out, no epidural.
Did it hurt?
Honestly, you're going to hate me for this.
No.
No. And I felt pressure.
Well, that was God's gift to you.
For all 3 babies.
Yeah.
Like I went to 10 centimeters and thank you, I needed that. And like, it wasn't like, my period cramps hurt more than my labor hurt.
You are a
Like
medical
I would
mystery.
have a baby every day. Wow. I know. But yes, but
No,
then
it was a
her other
gift.
side-
It was a
Exactly.
gift.
There's
The
the other
universe
side.
was like, we're going to fuck her up in this way, but we're going to help her in this way.
they
It
needed
was
to
like,
give me
we
something.
got her back.
They needed to
You
give me
needed a
something.
bone. Jesus. 26 weeks. Wow. And then I remember seeing all that content at the time. I was so confused. I'm like, what's going on over there? Because
Yeah.
I was, I didn't know anything about babies.
Well,
and
I had no idea what a NICU was. Like I didn't know anything about anything. I thought
I probably was introduced to it
have a
from you.
baby, yeah, and then you bring your baby home. Like you don't spend and I thought people who went to the NICU, like they knew that the baby would have to spend time there for some kind of medical something. Like your baby's not going to be 100% healthy. We're going to have to bring him to the NICU. Like I thought people knew that before they went to the NICU. But this is like, I'm a young 30-year-old getting pregnant, like super healthy. Like, what do you mean I'm having a 26-week?
Right.
And so my whole life
almost feels
got
like
twisted around.
sabotage. Like, it's like, you're like, I gave you everything you wanted.
But and a lot of people have like that guilt about them, but I never felt, thank goodness, I never felt that guilt. I was just like, this is like what's happening.
What guilt? Like what?
Like, how could my body do this to me?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
no.
what have I done wrong? But
When
like,
you're
I just didn't-
spiritual, you don't spend time
No.
on that shit. You just carry on.
Yeah. And you exactly, you have to like move
But
forward.
also, you also know that you did no wrong. You were like doing
Yes,
really great
true.
things.
And, right. So he was super early. He went in and I actually like prevented myself from like loving him for so long because I was afraid he was going to die.
That's horrible. I don't like
I
that.
experienced that too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you later, but
Yeah.
like I know that feeling, and it's we actually just did a whole episode on intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
That's a form of
Yeah.
postpartum anxiety.
Yeah.
It's very scary.
So he was born, taken away from me. And they were like, hours later after I was like, okay, they were like, do you want to go see him? He's in the NICU. I was like, no, I don't want to see him.
I think that's what mom said too, Rach.
Yeah.
Because
My mom
you
said
just
that.
want to like block it or just kind of like pretend that like, and I nurtured him and I cared for him and I wanted him to live.
Oh, no,
but
I understand
didn't
what you're
love
saying. Mm-hmm.
him. Weird, like kind of, but no, obviously you're freaking obsessed with your kids. Like I'm obsessed with mine, but
No,
Well, you
it's
didn't want to because you were scared.
It's a
I was scared of losing
psychological twist. It's
Yeah.
like you needed a second.
yeah,
But they're all great.
they're all great. Yeah. Then the other two were like a walk in the park. I mean,
Well, wait.
in relative for this because he had like everything under the sun. Like he was like,
Was he breathing when he came out?
no, they had to intubate
had to
him. Yeah. So he would not have lived otherwise. So he was intubated. He had like spinal taps. He was septic. He had X-rays,
many
MRIs, 2 pounds. Like so,
Jesus,
all the things
Lauren.
for 4.5 months. He wasn't eating. They wanted to give him
What
a G-tube.
a story.
Yeah.
A 2-pound baby at 26 weeks.
And he has no issues now.
No, you're a miracle.
goodness.
Wow.
He's a miracle, and so are
Sure.
you. That's not.
Thank you.
That is a statistic anomaly.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good job.
Now he's just a little shit.
Now he's a fucker. Now he's a little
I
asshole.
love every ounce of it.
Wait a second. So the NICU, how long was he in the NICU?
4.5 months.
And so that means you were living in the NICU? How does
Yeah.
that work? Can you sleep
I
at
slept
home?
there when he was having like a procedure or when he was like sick or things like were on edge. I would always sleep in the NICU. They had a room for you. Sorry. They had a room for you to stay, but otherwise I would just spend 12 hours like by his incubator, like get there at 7 a.m., leave at 7 p.m. Like
Come back.
Yeah. Like I know where else to be. Nothing else
Hospital
I wanted to
life
do.
is really hard too. We've done that with our brother, like
Yeah.
living in the hospital in those rooms, like the little dorms they have, like
You're
with
like
the
in a cell, yeah.
You're like in a cell and you're like, where am I? I have really funny videos of me, Carly, and my mom in that room, just like
I hate that
losing
room.
our shit.
I'm never going
in
back in
that
that
room.
room.
PTSD from the room,
And then
right?
like
Yeah.
living off au bon
And the
pan,
noises
and you're just hungry, and you want Pop-Tarts, and you want mac
Why
and
are
cheese.
you so hungry? She didn't eat any of that.
Oh, did you not? You didn't divulge in mac and cheese?
No, I didn't. But
okay.
I liked
Do you ever?
chocolate covered almonds. Do I
We're
ever?
gonna need to
Oh,
discuss this.
chocolate
I'm gonna
covered
need to know.
almonds. Wow, that's delightful. That's a real treat, Lauren.
Like no one fucking wants.
No
my
one's excited.
husband likes chocolate covered
No
almonds.
one's
He's an
excited by
asshole.
your almonds.
He's an asshole. I'm like, what about a tub of Haagen-Dazs
See,
coffee
I'm
ice cream?
straight to the brownie, straight to the Pop-Tart. Straight. They had a Pop-Tart that lives rent free in my head. It was like, like an au bon pan version of Pop-Tart.
Okay. Actually,
Lovely.
I'm going to pick your brain about something.
Sure.
Because this is actually what I'm working with my kids right now and like working through my stuff, and it's all about food. So now knowing that you guys like love the Pop-Tarts, love the whatever.
I mean, yeah.
Who doesn't? Growing up, was that stuff like off limits, or was it like
No.
free for all?
No. It was a free for all. So we had 5 kids in our family.
Yeah.
2 nannies.
Yeah.
Our parents were entrepreneurs. Our entrepreneurs worked all the time. We were with the nannies a lot of the time. And our mom was a baker. We're Jewish. We're chilling. We love to eat.
Yeah.
Food is always just what we turn to.
Yeah.
So I would say more often than not, we were allowed to eat whatever we wanted, junk food.
Rachel had a better relationship with food than I did. I used to use it for like emotional reasons, and I would like eat. But like, I also have to just say this: like, I love food.
I do
I
too.
love being around it. I love to know about it. I love to know what the ingredients are.
Yeah.
And now I have a different relationship with food. I'm trying to like love it less and like fuel my body more.
It's a never-ending
You
relationship.
can still do both.
Yeah,
Like, I
no,
feel like-
100%. But like that was like definitely something I didn't realize till I was older.
Our snack drawer had anything you could ever
100
want.
calorie Oreo packs, like all the 100 calorie
all the shit that like the Weight Watchers world, lean cuisines. I mean, I'm probably a plastic inside from all the lean cuisines I ate.
Sugar was not. I wish we didn't have as much sugar around us when we were younger.
I generationally, I don't know if our mom was like ever trained in like she like what had sugar. She was, left her house when she was 17. Her mom basically only ever ate, she would say, like liver, fudgicles, and like
liver, like chicken liver?
Yeah, like
Okay.
chicken liver.
That's actually super good for you.
Fudgicles.
Our
and
grandma
like
doesn't eat a lot.
She
She's
doesn't
very
eat. And like,
thin.
tongue. Maybe it was tongue.
Okay.
Weird things. And so she would, find what she needed. And I think she said on our podcast once, she was like, one regret I have of raising my children is I wish I let you have less sugar, which we found very interesting. Yeah.
Our dad's very fit and he like works out a lot.
He's handsome.
Yeah,
I mean, both
he
your
is
parents are
handsome.
gorgeous.
He
Yeah.
is. I wouldn't say he eats like the healthiest.
Well, I think it depends on your version of healthy,
Yeah.
right? So he's
What is
like
healthy to you?
exactly like he
Yeah.
doesn't care about organic.
Yeah.
He
Like,
doesn't.
we
he
care
has
about the
milk.
organic eggs, the pasture raised, the nice eggs.
He
He's
gets
like
eggs
gas
from like
station
7-Eleven.
eggs. Yeah.
We're like, this is disgusting. You're disgusting. He's like, I don't care. You guys are idiots. You guys are falling for it all. We're like, you're an idiot. And so
But
like
he
it's a
eats
debate.
relatively healthy. Like he doesn't go and eat like ice cream. But for us, like healthy is like the ingredients too now.
Yeah.
Like, we don't like sunflower oil. We're like on your train now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
I love
How
that.
did you grow up?
I think it was kind of like my parents are like Middle Eastern, so we had like a lot of like Mediterranean type food. So lots of like my mom was like really into like cooking,
Very healthy.
Yes, but we also had the Dunkaroos and we also had the Twix,
you
and
had
Twinkies,
Dunkaroos.
and like all this stuff.
What's your
Yes.
favorite? Like your childhood snack? What's your snacky?
Like the unhealthy one.
Okay, I love what is the chocolate with like the cream and you can like bite into it and roll it.
A devil dog?
No.
Oh.
It's like rolled kind of. It's like this.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Is it? No. That's like vanilla.
Respectfully, don't say ding dong on
Ding
the
dong.
podcast.
Well, some kind of chocolatey cream
I
thing,
feel
but
like I
honestly, it's
see
like-
it in the Entenmann's aisle.
Yeah, probably. It's like it's rolled.
I think I know. It's like a little Betty.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
But now
take
I
that
like
answer.
gag thinking about it.
Oh, really?
I want to gag thinking about those
yeah, I'd like to
things.
gag
Can you
thinking about it
explain?
too.
Okay, so my whole philosophy on eating.
Let's
Tell
go.
us everything.
Go off.
Don't fucking hold
Can
back.
we open the door though? I'm so hot.
Do I sweat?
Oh, it could be a ho-ho.
Wait, can I see what it looks like?
Lauren has contributed 2 things to the podcast today. She has said ding dong and ho-ho.
Bitch likes ho-hos?
It is a ho.
You're a ho.
I actually like the ho-hos.
She's a ho-ho. All right. So what's your philosophy? Tell us.
Okay, so I think I'm really boring when it comes to diets and thinking about what to eat, like macros, what? Calories, who?
Not a macro girly, not a calorie girly.
No, I just don't, my brain doesn't want to work hard for anything. I like just things to be easy in life. So, whole foods, minimal ingredients, homemade when you can do it. But there is a time and place where you want your Pop-Tarts or your chewy gummy candy or your quote unquote junk food. Like, I believe that there is a place for that.
Okay, what is that place for you though? Like how often? What's the percentage? What's the percentage of the week?
So I'm the weirdo in my family.
Okay.
Right? My kids and husband have better balance than I do. I'm the weirdo. I would say like,
You have to work hard, you're saying, like in your head?
well, that's a good question. I think I'm the weirdo because I don't have, like, I'm okay with where I'm at. I don't want like the gummies. I don't want, like, if I do, I'll grab like the ones that have like don't have the dyes, like have like the dyes from
Annie's?
Yeah. Or, but Annie's isn't that great because
Annie's sucks actually.
Yeah,
It's
they're
like
not.
Well, you eat
deceiving.
shit like
It says
Smart
organic.
Sweets or no?
Am I into what?
Like Smart Sweets? Have you ever had
don't
those?
even know what that is.
Yeah, so you don't care about that.
doesn't
No,
give a
I
shit.
don't. But I like gummies, and I'll get the ones from Whole Foods that don't have food dye in it. And like I like munch on those. But I'm not like, oh my God, I don't feel deprived. I don't feel like I want something and I don't get it. And if I want it, I'll get it and I'll fucking eat it. But
How
I
do you
don't want
feel like that though?
it. Maybe because I've been doing it for so long that my body just like
Doesn't care
as much.
Doesn't
now.
crave it.
Yeah.
So, but you eat like bananas?
Yeah, but I'll make sure I balance it with a protein.
Got it.
So
Right?
it's a balanced
So it's not like
meal.
my sugar. Yeah, my sugar levels.
Like a peanut
don't go
butter,
up.
or do you do the whole mold in peanut butter?
I love peanut butter, almond butter, cashew butter. Like I love all the nut butters.
Okay.
And so I'm not like, oh my God, this banana has sugar in it. I can't eat it because sugar. No, I'm like, how can I make this a balanced meal? How can I like make this like a full meal that my blood sugar is not going to spike and I'm still going to enjoy what I'm eating?
Are those type of fruits
Yeah.
good for weight loss if you're pairing it with protein, or are they not?
I wish I could answer that, and I don't
can't.
know. And I don't even think like when I maybe I
actually
don't
like
think about
that.
it that way because I never was like, I want to lose weight. So I never focused on that. But I think about foods like this is all, I know it's in here and it's a whole food. If I'm gonna eat a cookie, I'm gonna eat a cookie with butter in it, with real chocolate,
Yeah,
with
it's a
flat,
whole-
with
yes.
almond, like real stuff.
We're aligned.
Yeah.
I love
We're
that.
aligned.
So go ahead.
I want to bridge the gap
Yeah.
of Carly's question to your answer.
Yeah.
So you said, I don't know. I think what it is that you're all in. You're all in on your theories. There is no
Yeah.
gray area for you.
Yeah.
So for you, you're like, this is the way I live. So I will say, I
love
guarantee
that.
you, if you were all in on one theory, like her theory is just all whole foods, they would satisfy you more. And I guarantee you the subsequent reaction would be weight loss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you were going for the banana with the protein, you'd be like satisfied and full. So in the end, you'd probably live a healthier
Yeah, because
lifestyle.
I've always had to go low carb because I'm like insulin.
yes. Right.
I'm like trying not to raise my fucking. I'm not diabetic.
Yeah.
I'm just insulin resistant from being overweight for so long. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I eat a banana and I'm like same on the scale, and I'm like, but I eat a banana. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Well,
feel
that's
like
the frustrating part.
it's annoying, and I want to be able. I literally say to my mom, I want to eat the banana, and I want to enjoy it.
Carly, I can't believe bananas are a thing for you
Do you
because
love
I
bananas
I
so
thought
much?
about it this
No,
morning.
I just think they're easy in the morning. And sometimes I don't wake up early, and sometimes I'm not in the mood to make anything. And I want to grab like a hard boiled egg. I love eggs.
Yeah.
And I want to grab a banana and be like, okay, I'm healthy.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, okay, it's not maybe not complete meal.
Yeah, grab some like nuts with it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not having the fat. I understand.
to sustain it more. So the hard part for me comes in when I have my kids now, because I know what I want, but I also don't want to fuck up my kids. I think that. Okay, this is a deep thing.
No, I want it. I do it.
Go deep.
Okay,
Give the
because-
people what they want.
This is my personal opinion. So I'm having a hard time with my kids because when Griffin was little, I wanted to shelter him. I didn't want to give him any chemicals, nothing. You are only eating whole foods, that's it. But then they go to school, they go to birthday parties, they're exposed to everything,
Right.
which is good. They need to be. I do not want to limit them when it comes to food. That's like been a real internal battle for me. Like I need to be able to be okay with them being exposed to those foods. So how do I do it? I think do my kids eat junk food? And the answer is yes. they do, because I find a benefit in that.
Well, I was gonna say I can help you, because I think it was accessible to me, but then when I started gaining weight, it was still accessible to me, and I started to like, I would be like, cold turkey, I'm not eating it, and then I would crave it. So I think I love what you do is like you feed them real food and then you mix it in a little bit.
Yeah, you do like 90-10.
Yeah, like in their
Yes.
brain. My
Yeah.
husband eats like that. And I feel like that's kind of what dad eats like. I was never 90-10. I was always 80-20 in the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I was 80% junk food, 20% healthy, because I was like, oh, I can have this, like starving myself. Or I was like, oh my God, I'm rationing because I'm never going to have it again.
Yes.
And I hated that because I was either trying to lose weight or I was just trying to enjoy, and it was never a balance. I never had balance.
Yeah.
And I love the way you're balancing for your kids. And it has nothing to do with my mom. I'm saying even when I was in college, I
Yeah.
didn't balance.
Yeah.
In college, it was worse because I was like, I can have whatever I want.
Well, that's what Griffin
Well, I can-
said.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
he was
I,
like, Mom, I can't wait to go to college. And I was like,
Yeah.
why? He's like, because I can eat whatever I want. And
Yeah.
that was like, pff, I was like, all right, time
You're
to
like,
switch
here,
it up.
take my
I was like,
kidney
let's
now.
literally
No,
go
no.
to McDonald's right now. Like now it's they want we walked by a store and there was like this red 40 fruit juice, whatever. And Griffin was like, can
All I
have
see
this?
is the red 40. I'm literally like, no.
So I was like, yes, you can. Because there's going to be a day when they're going to be off alone. And you don't want to be like the kid who like never had beer, and in college he's like drunk every night because he's like, yeah, beer.
No, 100%
Yeah, I had
no.
Coke because I posted a picture on Instagram. I don't know if you saw it. My kids were at like pizza shop, and
You had
there
Coke
was
before? Are you talking
they've had
cocaine?
Coke. No.
You
No,
literally,
Coke.
you go from
Sorry,
college to Coke.
Coca-Cola.
I just want to
Coca-Cola.
clarify for the viewer.
No,
you
I
go,
was
yeah,
with
I've
you.
had Coke before.
I saw
I'm like,
your
wait a
post about
second.
the pizza.
Yeah,
I saw
I've
your
never
post.
I've never had cocaine before. So.
Same.
But what you're teaching them is so valuable, and when they're older, they'll respect it. That's the thing.
That was the feedback from that post.
No,
So
it's true.
Just to let your listeners know, it's like I posted a picture of like they were eating Coke,
I saw.
soda, and like Lay's chips and pizza.
She can't even
And
say
people-
it. She's like, please,
How did they have
please, chips.
whatever that shit
Okay,
was?
handle it.
And I had to like really like breathe within myself and be like, this is good for them. There is value in that food, not nutritional value, but there is value in exposing
Yeah.
them to that food and being there with them. How does it feel in your body? Like, what is it? This is food. Yeah, it's like made out of shit, but at the same time, it adds something to your life.
It
that
exists.
It exists.
It exists.
there's
So we need
also-
to acknowledge
there's
its
also fun.
existence.
It does. It's there.
There's also fun in going to dinner on Saturday night and having red wine and cake with your
Yes.
fucking significant
It brings
other.
you joy.
It's joyful.
Food is joy.
But
Yes.
it doesn't need to always be joyful. Or if it isn't joyful, then find ways. Like I like the
Selective
way
joy.
Yeah, like I don't
It provides something.
Do
Food
I-
provides something. What does it provide?
do
Go ahead.
100%. No, do I find joy in eating broccoli at night? Sometimes no.
No, but what does it give you, right?
Right.
It gives you
Sometimes
calcium.
no.
It gives you fiber. It
Yeah.
lots of nutrients. But then what does like the gummy bears give you? They give you joy too in a different way.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just give me a neck headache.
But
though,
but
also.
not in an obsessive nature. I think food relationships start when kids are young.
Yeah.
And I really mean that because, and I'm someone who can say that because I know for a fact I didn't have a healthy relationship with food.
Yeah.
And then I always was like trying to lose weight. I'm always trying to lose weight. And I like respect that you're like, that's not my goal. My goal is health.
Yeah.
And when you're
What
focused,
would you have done differently if you could have done
I
differently?
wish I was into fitness more actually.
Yeah.
Because when I was doing fitness more during my wedding, when I was trying to be smaller, it made me not want to eat because I was like, you're putting all this work in the gym. And I was like, okay, I'm burning these calories and then I'm eating shit and it's just not helpful to my body. But I probably would have balanced it more. I wouldn't have been like, okay, today I ate a bagel, so all day I need to eat shitty. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Today I ate a bagel and I could then have a salad for lunch, or then I could have grilled chicken and broccoli for dinner and not need a sweet treat and not need ice cream and not need all of these desserts I'm craving. Like I'm jealous of people who can do that. Like my husband can do that and I'm jealous of him because I'm like, okay, we just had shitty food for breakfast or shitty food for dinner. Tomorrow you're just going to have eggs and a piece of toast and be fine. And I'm already thinking, oh, it's the weekend. I'm going to have binge eating days.
Oh, I have
3
my
days.
binge eating days planned.
That's my problem.
in advance. I have a few coming up.
I
I'm
hate
really
that.
excited about.
I'm like, on a Tuesday, it's not worth it to eat something bad. It's like, Carly, that makes literally no sense.
Yeah.
That makes literally
the
no
only
sense.
thing I'll say though is like being your sister, living in the same home, doing the same things. Like I was more into fitness. Like I was terrible, but I played lacrosse. I was a swimmer, like all these things.
I didn't do any of those
I
things.
would do the elliptical. I would go to the gym. I always had a gym membership. And the only other aspect of that maybe is untrue is that I would correlate calorie out versus calorie in by doing the workout, which is also not a healthy correlation.
Yep.
So that was like a bad thing too, because even though I would eat unhealthy, I would think that it was okay
you were
because
gonna
I was
burn it off or
on the
something.
elliptical.
No, I know, but you know, like kids who have like the urge to like want to go play outside and like do all of these things. Like I just feel like I never had that.
I think it was
You know
a
what I
free
mean?
for all. We
You
had
know,
5
I
kids in
feel
our
like I just
house, and
didn't
it was
care.
a free for all.
I was like, I'm gonna stay inside and watch One Tree Hill or Degrassi or like these stupid
And
things.
you were happy with that. You were fine
Degrassi.
with
I
that.
was
Yeah.
happy. I was just happy, and I wish I knew more about health and wellness.
Fat and happy.
I was.
It's never too late, and you're
Yeah.
doing it.
No, I'm doing it now, and
Yeah.
I'm fine. I don't regret anything, but I mean, the only thing I do regret is I'm trying to get pregnant, and I want to be in a healthy body,
Yeah.
and like time is of the essence. It's just annoying.
Well, I think what you know though.
Yeah,
and
no,
like
100%. You
going back to like what you said, Lauren, about, you know, it's an internal battle for you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of internal battles that you're fighting that you have to give yourself credit for, because having a traumatic birth where you're in maternal instinct of protecting your child.
Yeah.
You know, I even think about like my second baby had less time on the cord after birth, and that still bothers me to this day. Like I think about, I'm like, are you sick because you had less umbilical cord time?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I go there and I'm like, that must be why. You know, your immune system's shot. I get that in that protective mode, so I understand. But I think what's beautiful about Soul Busy is it's about the yin and yang of life. It's everything we talk about is, you know, the balance of it all. And it's like you need feminine energy and you need masculine energy, and they must balance each other out. So what I respect about you is that you are so hardcore in your belief system and you are 100% in that way, yet you still find room for the contrast.
Yeah.
And that is the message of every message, right?
Yeah.
You can always see the other side. You can always find room because it's healthy. That is a different form of healthy.
But the
you
way
know?
you're setting
Yes.
your kids up for
It's
success,
like
is
mentally
good.
healthy, physically healthy. It's like, do you want to like prevent them from eating all the chemicals? Yeah, they might be like physically healthy, but what are you doing to their mental state?
It's both,
like,
yeah.
right? You need to
Right.
like balance that out. So I think like teaching them and being open, and like they are with me in the kitchen, they're cooking, they're exposed to so much good. They're seeing me eat the foods. It's on the dinner table. That it's okay if they're also eating the Red 40 gummy bears every now and then.
Do you buy that stuff?
Great question. In my house, it's limited, but I've actually been doing work with myself, and we'll be out and like randomly at like Walgreens or CVS, and they sell like blue Takis.
Ew.
And Griffin's like, I know.
Oh my
Griffin's
God,
like, I
those
want
gross
it.
me out
And
so
I was
much.
like,
That's not what I'm looking for.
I was like, sure, let's buy the fucking
Wow,
Takis.
you went low. That's impressive.
Because he's gonna one day have, I want to give him autonomy. I want him to feel like he can make those decisions. And we had him in the house. He ate it once and he was over it.
I was
You're
just
a
gonna
good
say.
mom.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna
Well,
say.
it's like
to you,
alcohol and drugs with
yeah,
a
not-
21-year-old.
I've had it. Whatever.
Food can be an addiction.
You don't
Sugar
want
is an
It's like
addiction.
a forbidden fruit. Like I don't want it to be a forbidden
You
fruit.
can't make it a forbidden fruit. I think
Yeah.
that makes it worse.
Well, that's just a parenting
Yeah.
hack 101. Don't make it a forbidden fruit.
Yeah.
I agree completely. That is how I live.
So will I
don't-
normally have it in my house? No. So I look at the labels and I like make sure like what most of the things, like 98% of the things are like great things that I would eat myself.
What about like Siete products? Like, will you
okay.
get like Siete chips?
Love Siete chips.
Like, would you have like avocado oil chips and be like fine with it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
would. Because I love chips. I actually love like Boulder chips, I think are made
Those
from
are the
avocado.
best, yeah.
Great, I'll eat it.
Constantly, or is that a treat?
What's
Like, what-
constantly?
like,
We want your percentages.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
I need to know.
Every day I'll have it.
You would have?
Yeah.
Really?
I would.
She's not in a weight loss zone, so remember that.
No. I just like her healthy
I'm
relationship.
about ingredients. I'm about
Whole
ingredients.
foods.
I'm about whole foods. I think that
likes
your
that it's a
body
potato
can
and
figure it
avocado.
out.
Yeah, I
and salt.
love that.
Yeah.
But I
would
think
eat, and when I
in
eat a
result of that, though, you might lose weight. Obviously, if
Yes.
I'm eating 10 bags of avocado oil
I think
chips,
restriction
I'm not.
in your body like can't figure it out. When you're putting things that your body doesn't know what it is, like it just can't figure it out, can't process it.
Understood.
When you're like putting real whole foods, your body like I don't do like 100-calorie packs because I'm like
No shit.
right. I do full fat. Full fat.
I do full
Me too.
fat
Me too.
everything.
Yes.
I'm a full fat
No low
whore.
fat.
And I eat the Siete chips
I'm a
every
full
day, the
fat
Boulders
whore.
every day.
It's
You
actually
dairy?
a battle because
So I was right now.
I'm
I
very
do eat-
curious about the answer.
Okay.
Sorry, am I being annoying?
No,
Oh, okay.
I love the questions.
Go.
So I had some thyroid stuff. I was hyperthyroid after Gus. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That was a lie. I was hyperthyroid after
Liar.
some miscarriage. After miscarriages, I think it like messed up my
It
system.
does, yeah.
So I went to hyperthyroid, and at that point, I was like very determined to heal my body. So I went gluten-free, dairy-free because they say that it can help, and I think
Inflammation,
it did. So I was
yeah.
like that for a whole year, and now.
Shit.
But now I eat dairy and gluten. I mean, there's actually gluten-free bread, simple needs that I love.
I
and
love
then
the Simple
eat.
Mills bread.
Simple
Yeah,
Mills
that's the
is
best
great
fucking
too.
bread.
I don't think that's
Simple Mills.
Simple
Hills.
Mills, they do. They have like packaged boxes.
No,
Something Mills.
I am pretty much, my internal organs are made of Simple Mills.
Yes.
Like it's
No, I'm
literally
sorry,
my number
Silver
one.
Mills. Silver Mills.
It's Spring Hills, I think.
Spring Hills.
No, let me look it up.
Spring Mills, Simple Mills.
No, because it's sprouted grain bread. That's all I'll feed the girls.
It's not Simple Needs. So Simple
Hold
Needs
on.
is gluten-free.
I
It's
live
delicious.
in Whole Foods and have the best time. And I
sprouted.
Do you love Whole Foods?
I love it.
bread.
They used to sell Simple Needs bread, but they don't use to buy it online.
Silver
but it's worth
Hills.
it.
Silver
I'm
Hills.
wrong.
Have
I'm
you ever?
wrong.
Can I see a picture of it? I don't know if
Yeah.
I've ever seen that.
No,
So I
you're-
stopped doing Ezekiel
I
and
think you'd
switched
like
to
it.
this.
Oh, okay.
Silver
I'll have to try
Hills,
that.
sprouted
Let me
wheat.
know if there's anything in it that you didn't like, because that's so there's 7 grams
I'll
of
look.
protein in the bread if you have 2 slices.
Okay.
I'm gonna just read you the
I think
ingredients.
it's 19 grams of carbs with 5 grams of fiber for 2 slices. They're smaller.
Is there any seed oils? That's probably what
No. We do not do seed oils.
Me and
I'm a
Rachel are crazy
psycho.
about that.
I'm a mental case.
I can picture
It's a really bad battle for me, seed oils with my kids.
That
And
was new though for the past
But I
2
also
years.
keep this to myself because I find I'm an annoying mom
How old's your oldest?
too.
Okay. Just wait till they go to school.
Lily has
I know.
Well,
I know. I just interviewed a preschool and I was like, they have vegetarian options, and all I wanted to do, I was like, don't do it. I'm biting my tongue. And they're like, I was like, and then I stopped myself. I was like, I can't.
Because like right
ask
now
it.
we have so much control over what they consume, but then it like you just don't.
I know.
Which is
find
okay. And
this.
you can be there and support them through it and like teach them.
Well, that's the thing. So like my girls love Dunkin' Donuts munchkins.
Yeah.
I do too. And you know what? I'm never gonna not. And that's one thing I've had to swallow and realize is that like I love these things.
You're
And
creating
it's
healthy.
a moment you share with your kids that
It
you
is.
both love.
Well,
And
it's
that
also
is
a
something-
moment.
do it every
It
day.
is also a moment I share with myself because car time is peace time for me. I
Yeah.
get to listen to something in the car silently. And I even put on an iPad and don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about that. I put on a little Blue's Clues. They have a little munchkin. They're munching in the back. They're
And it's a
silent.
beautiful moment. Yes.
And I'm driving. And I'm like, this is
the best.
life.
The best.
I'm living. Hold on. I want to read to you these ingredients because I want to know what you think.
Yeah.
So, but I can't find them. So it's Spring Hills sprouted bread.
I love that bread. I hope you like it.
Ingredients. There's honestly, she's gonna love it.
I
There's
also
nothing
love
not-
Primal Kitchen. Do you guys do that for condiments?
Yeah, I do.
yeah.
And honestly, though, it tastes like shit. Like the ketchup.
So-
I have a.
Oh, ketchup? No.
I
I'll
keep
do
the ketchup in
organic
there.
Heinz.
Yeah, don't do that in the podcast. I switched back. No, you're fine. I switched back to organic Heinz too because okay. So here's the ingredients:
I love
organic
ketchup.
sprouted grains,
Great.
water.
Oh, I
Are
don't
you
know about
okay
that
with that?
one.
Okay. Whole grains and seeds. So it's flax seeds, sunflower seeds, millet, Corossian flour, barley flour, rye flour, organic buckwheat, organic yellow corn, all organic, organic brown rice, amaranth, quinoa, sesame seeds, spelt flour, vital wheat gluten, sugars, organic cane. That's low on the
That's
list.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
little
low on
sugar's
the
good.
list. Yeast, cultured wheat flour, sea salt, enzymes, absorbic
That
acid.
sounds great.
Yeah,
No,
it's a
you
great
need to
bread.
get that bread. I think
I'm
you're
so
gonna-
surprised I didn't know about it.
Yeah, what the hell? I
don't
actually
know.
showed her about it because
Yeah, on TikTok.
I'm into it.
My only thing I don't like about that bread, I will say when I make a grilled cheese for the girls, it does poke holes. It's a little fragile.
Okay.
But other than that, if you,
keep
can
them
just
in the
get
fridge or the
past it,
freezer?
I
Kind of
keep all my
fridge,
bread in the
yeah.
fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Psycho. And also
great.
the avocado wraps, Marie.
those are great. Marie avocado wraps.
Oh my
What?
God.
You
they're
guys
made
are
with
teaching me.
avocado oil wraps. Oh my God. And they're,
They're
low
low
net
carb,
carb.
too.
Okay.
Marie wraps avocado. I don't know. I'm just
I
randomly.
actually make my own wraps.
How? How?
I can teach you. It's so easy. It's cassava flour, which is, I don't know, some kind of flour.
You're crazy.
And, super easy, guys. And then like a purple sweet potato. You steam the purple sweet
Oh,
potato.
I
make a-
saw you do that.
It's so easy and so good.
You eat a lot of sweet potatoes?
I go in waves.
Let's go through like a whole day of eating for you.
Okay.
Yes. Wait,
Okay,
first
so-
I want to read you these ingredients.
Okay.
I want to know if you approve. So this one is the whole wheat plus.
There's no way she doesn't like those.
Well, I want to make sure because I use them every day. So this is
She just cares about the seed oil, clearly.
Yeah.
water is the first ingredient. Wheat fiber, wheat gluten, whole wheat flour, cultured wheat flour, avocado oil, oat fiber, wheat bran, salt, citric acid, soy lactic chicken.
So that's like an emulsifier. It's
Like-
fine.
sodium bicarbonate, yeast, guar gum, xanthan
That's
gum,
a gum. I'm not into the gums. But you know what? It's fine. Once in a while, it's fine. If you're doing it every day, like,
cornstarch, monocalcium,
I
calcium
think you're
phosphate.
reading the wrong one.
No, I'm not. I'm on it.
meh, make your own.
Really? I
Send
give
it-
this to
send
the
it to
girls
me.
every day.
Let me give it to me.
This.
And I'm not a
that
nutritionist.
bad.
I'm not a dietitian, but I'm super picky about everything. But let me see. Ingredients. Okay. It's fine.
Good enough.
Yeah.
So here's,
You know what? Wraps are really, really, really hard to find good ones.
it is. So I
you
was
ever
just
do
going to
the,
say that to you.
Did you ever, what are they called? They're really good and I have it. I'll have to send it to you. It's like made out of cassava flour. It's like,
I know.
Siete.
I don't
Are
like
they
those. They're
Siete
so
wraps?
hard.
They're Siete almond
The
flour.
girls couldn't eat them.
Okay. How do you make those? You grill,
These are so soft.
do you do it raw for them? Like, what do you put in it?
Eggs.
I stopped. I put eggs.
Okay, what if you like put it on, take the wrap and put it on your pan with a little avocado oil. After you cook the eggs, you put the eggs on the wrap and then you roll it. And then it's kind of like
Say that
cooked
again?
a little bit. Okay, so you cook the eggs.
Yeah.
You have your wrap.
Yeah.
I like the blue one. I think it's cassava flour. I don't really know. I have to tell you when I remember. And then you put the
Siete.
eggs. Yeah, the Siete wraps. You
Yeah.
put the eggs on it. You roll it. You like sear it a little bit.
Let
make
it
hot.
sit on the pan.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I've had to learn
I would
to do.
Siete before.
Okay,
I do
I'll
that.
try. I didn't do it because they were hard.
Yeah, you can't
and
do
the
it raw.
girls
You have to
couldn't
cook
bite
it.
them.
No.
Okay, noted. I didn't even know you had to heat them.
Yeah, that's the exact one I use.
So here's the thing that I want to say before you go into your meals. That was frustrating for me. When I first became a mom, I didn't know as much about seed oils. I had to educate myself. So I went down the organic path and thought I was being a good mom by buying everything organic. And, I just
this
had
was
the best
pissed you off,
intentions.
yeah.
It really pissed me off. And then all of a sudden I learned about seed oils and I started to educate myself and I started to look at every single box in every single ingredient. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
The-
Like Annie's you think would be
But
awesome.
Annie's is
But you know
awful.
what? My kids, I still give
cheddar
them a
bunnies.
little bit of Annie's.
Yeah, we do some
because-
cheddar
Yeah.
bunnies. We do some birthday bunnies. We do them. It's a treat. It's a treat. But my core snack is like the Yumi bars.
Yeah, we
You've
have
done
those. Love Yumis.
Yumi puffs.
Yeah.
But even the puffs had bad ingredients, and it's a
anything
primary
that's made
ingredient.
out of in a factory, it's not going to be 100%. It's just not.
Right.
So like that's
There's
why-
better than others.
Exactly. And like that's where you have to pick. Like we do giggles instead of rainbow. Do the rainbow.
What? What?
Taste the rainbow.
Skittles?
Yes.
Okay, so you just literally were milking a cow udder and trying to get us to
Oh, I heard
understand
those giggles were
Skittles.
good.
Giggles. They're
How-
called giggles. So it's an alternative. I do alternatives to like
Like
yes, love Unreal.
we love Unreal.
Love.
Unreal is a treat. Have you
The
tried the
Snickers
pretzels?
ones are really good. No, I haven't tried the pretzels yet, but I heard they're good and they're new, aren't they?
I can't
I'm so excited.
fucking stop. It is
excited.
literally a late night issue for me. I'm seriously having problems.
Like having a handful of those is better than having those shitty ones that are in the blue packaging.
True.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm saying
go
like,
off.
I don't know what I was saying. What was
Tell,
I saying?
what we want to know is like what for you as an adult.
Yeah.
Obviously we can see all the lunches and the snacks and everything on TikTok for the kids.
Yeah.
What do you eat all day?
Okay, so I always refrain from like telling people what I eat in a day for many reasons, and I'll still tell you.
Disclose.
Yeah, disclose because my
You heard it here
body-
first, girls.
My body is different than yours. I process food different. Everyone's on a different journey. Everyone has different ways of that their body processes things. Like I don't know if you have a thyroid issue. I don't know if you have 50 pounds to lose. I don't know if you have 50 pounds to gain. Like I don't know. My body is
Yeah,
different.
no, this
Okay,
is not
so this
for
is what
you
I
to
love.
follow. This is just education.
I
Yeah.
like to just know.
So this is you guys
I'm coming home with you.
I'm waiting.
So what do I do? I'll give you some meal ideas, okay? So I actually am a basic bitch when I have avocado toast. I fucking love my avocado toast. I'll do it with my simple needs. Yeah, simple.
Forgot about avocado
needs bread.
toast. Thank you.
And I'll do it with like
An egg.
pepitas, which is like those little seeds. Hemp hearts, which is a great source of
I love hemp
plant-based
hearts.
protein that we often miss. I'll do kraut on top of it.
Yuck.
And
The fuck
You
is
lost
kraut?
me.
Oh.
kraut.
Sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut, so
Yuck.
good. Or it's like great probiotics in it.
It's like a healthy version of coleslaw. Oh, like pickles.
You think you would love it? It's pickles. It's good.
Give it a go.
And then like some sriracha on top, and that's like so good for me.
It's a big
And
motion
you're-
for you.
I really wanted to like your breakfast.
this thing is
no
in the way.
eggs. No eggs.
I don't love eggs.
Eggs.
Why?
Ever since I
I
had
am an egg.
COVID, I used to love it. Ever since
No,
I
you're
got
saying you
COVID.
don't love eggs, but you think they're healthy, right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
totally. They're great. I mean, I feed my kids eggs all the time. Ever since I had COVID, they taste different to me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just don't. I mean,
Noted.
I'll also do fried egg, but I'm like not like so excited about it.
All right,
I'm
keep
so
going.
excited
Go to
about it.
lunch.
So then, lunch.
Will you snack at all?
Okay, so I was such a snacker before I got my freaking Invisalign, and then I realized, shit, I can't snack. I realized how much I snacked
Mm-hmm.
before I had Invisalign. So now I can't. So now I'm not snacking. But
But
if I did-
pre-Invisalign.
Well, when you think about snacking, I want you to think about mini meals. I don't want you to think about like, oh, chips are a snack. Oh,
You want a complete meal.
or I want like real like food that still like fills the nutrient void, like not just like emptiness, like chips.
berries in a yogurt.
Yeah, like that can be fine. Exactly. Or I'll do like apple and nut butter. Like I love that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do I do for
that lives
lunch?
rent-free in my
Okay,
head.
I love.
Lunch is hard for me.
Okay, you need to start eating canned mackerel.
What
Is
is
that? Is that fish?
It's
Start over.
Never.
sardines.
Never.
You're
no,
sick.
No
You're
fish.
sick.
I don't
Okay.
eat fish, red
You're
meat,
sick.
or
That's
pork.
sick.
Do you do chicken?
I only do chicken.
Okay, so get yourself like make like chicken, make a chicken salad. I love chicken salad.
You just
Okay.
made- I'm
Home.
sorry. Don't ever say canned mackerel to me.
I'm going to be disturbed, honestly, until I'm
Brandon,
on my
But you
deathbed.
make your own chicken salad. Avocado oil
Canned
mayo.
fish
Yes,
is your
avocado
first
oil, my-
recommendation?
Like no turkey.
Chicken
no,
salad.
You don't eat deli meat.
I don't. But if I were to, I would go to like Whole Foods and I would get like the turkey that they make
The
there.
carved one.
Yeah. So I'll feed my kids that.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about
So,
deli meat. that I
question
don't
for
like.
you. If you had at breakfast avocado toast and then your lunch, let's say you did a chicken salad, what would be the courier to the chicken salad? What are we putting the chicken salad on?
Bread?
I love to take chips and dip it and eat it.
Oh, you're baked by Melissa.
Oh, yeah, I love that so much.
Like a siete chip?
Yep. They have
So
really
a chip with some chicken salad.
yeah.
That sounds
That's a
good.
nice thing.
Real good.
Do you like chicken salad with cranberries?
No, I don't like sweetness in my salads.
Do you eat a lot of salad?
No.
Why?
I find salad annoying.
Yeah, and it's like too much roughage and bloating.
That's
and
what they
Do you
say.
like burrata?
Not really. Like I would eat it. Was that like with the bread, the cheese?
Burrata's a
and-
big
fucking
ball
know
of
what it is.
cheese with tomato.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, if I'll tell you how I would make it. I would take a baguette, I would take a garlic and rub it on. I'd put it in the oven a little bit with olive oil, get it warm. Then I'd take the burrata cheese and I'd kind of break it up, and then I would take a tomato with some maybe pesto, maybe some like balsamic
You're
glaze.
going. You're going
yeah,
good
yeah,
here.
keep
I would
going.
do that.
That's lovely.
Do you
I'm
eat
gonna
pork?
I'm gonna
No.
do that.
Yeah, you're like, I know exactly who you are.
Yeah, I do too. Same.
I love it though.
I don't do pork either. I do not do red meat.
But do you
and
do
I do
red
not
meat?
do
though?
I do
fish.
red meat.
Yeah, me too. I like it.
I do
You're
it.
Mediterranean diet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you're
guess
full
that's what it
She's
is.
a Mediterranean girly.
But you'll drink like red wine and stuff too, or no?
Oh, so this is another topic. I was never a huge drinker, not against
neither. Me
it.
neither.
Same, not a drinker.
No, even in college, like I'd be
neither.
going out dancing on tables, but wouldn't
no.
like, oh
In
my god,
college,
she's so wasted. But
was
like
a
actually, I
drinker.
didn't have one drink, so I wasn't
Wow,
because
you were
I
just
don't
fun.
know. Yeah, and I just didn't like the way it made me like heart palpitations, made my heart race. I didn't love it.
I understand.
Am I such a geek?
No, are you
Oh, I'm the
kidding?
same
My
way.
mom told me I would die if I ever did cocaine, so I never did cocaine.
Same.
Because I was like,
I
oh,
was
I'll have a
like-
heart attack. I can't do it.
fear around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I never drank, and like, will I have like red wine every now and then? Yeah, if it's an occasion, yeah, I'll do it.
You're not.
I feel the
interested.
same way
I don't
about
like no. I
alcohol.
don't. It took me. I think
You
till
would do
this
well
year.
marrying our father.
Yeah. Oh, great.
You'd
I
be a
love
great
him.
couple.
Oh, thank
yeah,
you.
you would be a great couple.
Watch
Did he stop during the marathon for CrossFit? Has that been confirmed or not? No, I heard he stopped at Starbucks. The weirdest
while he was
man
running the
on
marathon?
off, got
Apparently,
Starbucks.
I haven't confirmed
No.
this or not.
No,
but
it's true.
I thought he said when his nipple was bleeding that he had stopped, and Carly was like, "I think your nipple's bleeding," and he had said something like, "I stopped to do rowing at CrossFit," and I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, nah, I couldn't confirm, but he did stop in the middle of the marathon to get a Starbucks green tea. A very
That's
odd
kind of
man.
He wasn't
Amazing.
doing it for time. He just wanted to finish.
Yeah.
He's done 9 of them.
That's incredible.
Well, that was his ninth. Was that his eighth? It was his
I
eighth.
never loved running.
I give the most credit in the world.
Yeah.
I
I
watched.
yeah.
Lauren just ran the marathon for the first time.
Amazing.
I watched them all, and I thought to myself, okay, what are you thinking about to do this? What is motivating you?
What did you think while you?
What'd
were
you think
doing
about? She said she thought
Did you
about
have
everything in
any,
her
like
life.
podcasts or I? Did you listen to it, or were you mostly?
She said she was just thinking about her life. Yeah, I don't.
What else
There's
do you think
nothing that
about?
would motivate me to do that.
Yeah.
I'm more motivated to like
I
lay
ran
in
one half
child
marathon,
pose.
and then I literally think I never ran after that. I was like, I just want to know that I can do it, and then I'm never going to run again. I used to be a cardio queen, and now I've like totally transformed my way of working
Isometric.
out. Yeah, and I do like light weights, high
Same.
rep. I
Same.
do what good feels good in your body.
Yeah. You are truly in touch with your soul's purpose. That's what I love about you. You're rawly living inside of your belief system. And that's why you attract, and that's why you have everything you have, and your life is beautiful.
Yeah, but your skin's good and your hair's good and you look good. Like you, but
and
like
your
you
diamond's
look like
good.
Yeah,
it's a good diamond.
It's actually diamonds.
It's 2 diamonds.
And
It's actually rocks.
yeah, we're gonna come actually, and you're gonna.
Yeah,
get
we're
us-
coming to the store. Well, I think that that's a really nice mentality, and I like everything you said. So, okay, we're
You
doing
eat a lot
chips.
of vegetables. Yeah. Do you get your vegetables in?
Yeah,
at
where's
dinner?
the veggies?
I would say dinner. I love steamed broccoli with like
Same.
olive oil and salt. It's like really
Do you
like,
use Celtic salt?
I do, and that's so really, really good for you.
Are you
I've been
focused?
using it. Do
Are
you
you
cook with it?
No.
Do you cook
I don't
with
know why I
olive
don't
oil?
cook with avocado.
I only do avocado, but recently I've been using a little olive oil on my steamed broccoli.
Yeah, on top it's
And it's
fine.
been a treat.
Like an addition to like
It's the
after it's
smoke
cooked.
point, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
exactly.
so I have been using it at a smoke point. I need
Will
to
you
stop.
make like chicken cutlets?
Yeah.
With breaded?
Yeah.
Just nice bread.
Give us some dinners.
Okay, so we love take like a white fish, like usually cod.
Please stop. Go against the fish.
I'll
I
take
am a
chicken.
pescophobic. I don't even go in the ocean.
I'll do chicken.
Thank you.
I'll take chicken.
Thank you.
I actually use chicken. Okay, you need kitchen
mackerel.
Literally,
Who the
please
fuck's eating
stop.
mackerel for lunch, you dumbass?
I don't care if my cholesterol is 80% higher. I'm never eating mackerel for
you
lunch.
guys
She
so
goes
much.
mackerel. Like, and I
What
was
does she like pull out a can
I
of
should have known
mackerel?
better.
I should have known better than to say
I
this.
think you're more of a tool
You're
for eating
fucking
mackerel than I
gross.
think you are for
She's like,
not
okay,
drinking in college.
But then she goes, okay, not mackerel, sardines. And I was like,
That's the backup to the
I was like,
mackerel.
even worse, bitch.
What's the dinner? Give us the
Oh
dinner.
goodness. Okay, so I'll make it first easy.
Great.
Taco Tuesday. Do you guys eat meat?
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday. We
She'll
love
do
it.
turkey.
I'll do turkey.
Turkey, fine. I love it because it's so easy. It cooks so quickly. You just need a good like seasoning on it. Like a taco siete makes a good taco seasoning.
I just bought it.
For a
So
second,
good.
I thought you were starting to speak Spanish. You were like, taco siete. I was like, what the hell? She's a very diversified woman.
The siete seasoning. Okay, and then this is where it gets fun because you can add in. So we do like a taco bar. So we did yesterday for
Love
Griffin's
a
So
taco
that's fun.
bar.
Get everyone involved.
Yes, you could do avocado, tomatoes, lettuce, sour cream, salsa, baked
I
beans.
used to do that meal all the time.
And then it
Do you get the good culture sour cream? What sour cream do you get?
oh, I think is that the, yeah.
Good.
Yes.
It says good.
Good. I don't know. If it's organic, I
definitely
get
does
it.
good.
You know, that's what you care
Full
about.
fat organic. Yeah, I don't, yeah.
Full fat always. Whole
Yeah.
milk.
Always.
Yeah.
And I like milk, MALK, if I'm doing like a
milk's
non-dairy.
good.
Wait,
Yeah.
I just read those ingredients.
expensive
There
as
was an
fuck.
oil in that.
No, you're probably reading the wrong one.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. It's
Milk
like
is like
9
super
Oh, I
Ripple.
know what I was reading. Ripple.
Ripple.
Yep. Jinx. Yeah, Ripple was a shit show. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, you are advertising and marketing as a bitch.
Yeah.
How about the fucking
Okay, so that's
goddamn when they put Sesame Street on the kids' foods?
I know they're mean.
It's mean.
Yeah. It's marketing and they're smart, but
They are. All right, keep
That's one
going.
option, taco bar. Also, I really do you guys
Do you make your own wraps then?
No, I don't. So that's like a 90 homemade, 90% homemade. 10%.
What do you get?
What's
Which
Okay, so siete.
Oh, you get the
Fucking
siete
this should be an
one.
ad for siete. They should
Literally,
pay me for this
sponsor
shit.
No,
her.
honestly, they fucking changed my life because I
They have
feel
really
less
great
guilty.
options.
Yeah.
So I will do like a siete thing, but you know what? My kids, so they think it crumbles too easily, so I'll get them the Whole Foods organic one, the whatever.
wheat?
Yeah, and no,
Or
not
no?
that. No, it's actually the hard shell. I keep on going like this.
I think you're just like really into it with your husband.
I'm gonna sit on my hands.
Yeah.
The hard shell, and in my mind, I'm like, that is a small portion. Yeah, it's made with seed oils, but you can't control everything. You
Okay,
can't
in
do
that
everything.
scenario, try the Marie
Okay,
Richards.
yes, exactly.
Because those are soft and do hold, and I will say
But
they're yummy
do they
in our
have hard?
tummy.
Are they like crunchy?
I don't
like
know
crunchy.
if they make a
I'm surprised
crunchy.
Siete doesn't have them.
They do. I like them. My kids are like,
Oh, you're saying they
50-50 on
crumble
them.
too much.
Yeah,
Well, I
So your
respect that.
tacos are hard tacos. We're soft tacos, girls.
But this is what we also do. So we do hard
Sell us.
taco. Brandon does the soft, puts the cheese, microwaves it, then wraps the soft on the hard. So you have the soft and the hard with the crunch.
That's lovely.
Yeah, you should try
How do you feel about the microwave? You talk about internal battles. I literally am like,
Yeah.
at the
I
microwave.
don't love it for when I need speed, when I need it done. Yeah, but usually I like to put things on the stove.
Same.
My
I do
kids
the
are like,
stove.
love to use a microwave because they feel like cool about it. Like I get to press the buttons and I have control over this.
Lily does that too.
Yeah. And I'm
She's like, can I watch? Can I put my face? And I'm like, no.
I'm like 10 feet away.
Yes.
And Brandon's like, you're a fucking psycho because I like am about that kind of stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't want him to get any kind of radiation. So please step away.
And yes, I will then turn to like me.
I barely
and I'll
use
be
the
like, no, I'm
microwave.
serious.
I don't even want a microwave. If we redo our kitchen one day, I was like, I don't want a microwave.
I mean, I like to have it just in case there's
Could be a business expense to redo your kitchen because you're using it for TikTok. So I feel like it's worth it.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. We could totally justify that.
Oh my God, 100%. I use it every day for my videos.
So tacos.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. You need chicken. I mean, not chicken. You need
chicken.
This is the thing. I use my hands a lot. So when we're doing a podcast,
I'm not going to be able to watch your videos now because
here's a video for you. This is Lauren. This is Lauren. This is Lauren. This is Skittles milking the cow. Got it. Continue.
Because a lot of times the words don't come out. So when I do this kind of stuff, people get it.
Totally.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Definitely not. You don't get this. Okay,
I'm kidding.
Kitchen scissors. You need to get chicken cutlets. Cut the chicken cutlets into like little cubes. Egg wash, flour, egg wash, breadcrumbs.
Not normal flour, right?
You could do almond flour.
Do you use normal flour?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And
it's just an option.
Yeah. Sometimes
She doesn't care or think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's whatever she has in her kitchen.
Whatever it is, whatever I feel like. Oh, let's grab this, whatever I grab. And then I will put it in the air fryer and I will coat it with avocado oil, like a spray, and I'll cook it. And it becomes crispy and freaking delicious.
Like chicken fingers.
Literally.
If you put a little Parmesan in that breadcrumb there.
Yeah.
If there would be, did you use breadcrumbs or was flour? Just flour.
Both, breadcrumbs and flour.
You did both.
What is the brand of breadcrumbs you use? Whole Foods?
No, I actually use panko because it makes the crispiest and the
I
best.
love panko.
And sometimes
I'm going to do that. That's a nice treat what you just said.
It's really wonderful. And it's easy. Sometimes in a pinch, and I will give my kids chicken nuggets from the freezer because that's what I have.
What's the brand?
Like what kind? Bell and Evans?
Yes, the organic Bell and Evans.
Do you ever do the tropical coconut Bell and Evans?
No.
Those are a treat.
Oh,
Get
you
them
would really
immediately.
fucking like those.
Immediately.
What are they?
They also have these chicken meatballs.
They're
Sweeter?
sweet though, so you might not like them. But
I don't like soup. The kids will love it.
Italian meatballs they have are their chicken meatballs.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
they're
Bell and Evans saves my
delightful.
life for dinner because I'm
Bell
too
and
lazy
Evans
to
is
cook.
a treat. Yeah, same. It saves my life for dinner.
Too lazy to cook.
When in doubt, I go to Bell and Evans in the air fryer and broccoli in the steamer on the pan.
Yes, steamer's the way to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So
fantastic.
you know what's interesting to me? I don't think you don't eat vegetables because I watch you, but like you're not like focusing
Harping.
on that all day because that's something I'm not like. I like vegetables, but I can't just like eat them all day.
No, you'll be sick of
who the
it. It's
fuck's
boring.
eating
Who
vegetables?
wants to do that?
I don't think
No.
she's putting a focus on any one thing. I think the only thing you're putting a focus on
Whole
is whole foods
ingredients. I
Whole
love
foods,
that.
organic,
And
no
also,
seed
if
oils.
I'm not going to be eating, even if it's a whole food, even if it's a cookie, I'm not going to be eating that for every meal. I am like, wait a minute, I need to throw in some like nutrients in there. Let me get something else.
That's what I miss right there. I don't do that. That is something I could do better.
She's based off health.
I love
And
That's
don't
what
think
it
about
is.
what you could take out of your diet. Say, what can I add in?
Yeah, I want
right?
you to follow me
Mindset.
around all day.
Mindset.
Because like when you're adding in, naturally some things will just fall off.
Right.
I love everything you're saying, and I feel like you do that exactly for your kids. I think everything you do for yourself, you do for your kids.
100%. Yeah.
You do what you say in that moment.
I have a question. So we talked about, food. We talked about all these different things. Parenting, right? Like there's something that goes along with this holistic way of life with food. I practice positive parenting and gentle parenting with the way that I raise my children. I don't do timeouts. I don't do certain things. I'm curious, like, how does that translate for you?
I'm on the same boat as you. And
Okay.
I feel like I want my kids to have trust in me. Like we are their person.
Yeah.
Like if they can't come to us with things, if they're afraid of us, if they're afraid of not being able, like how we're going to judge them, shame them, then we don't have, what do we have? Like,
Right.
So I am into the gentle parenting. Dr. Becky, I'm sure you listen to her. Do you know Dr. Becky?
No. I'm Montessori. Who's Dr. Becky?
Okay. Dr. Becky, I've been following her for years. She's literally amazing. She is
I wonder if I do
a
follow-
psychologist.
You're saying on
But she-
Instagram?
Yes, and she also has a
Dr.
podcast.
Becky.
She's wonderful. So she is like all about gentle parenting, but she's also, I think it's about getting down to your kid's level and like treating them as a human and like knowing that.
What's her handle?
Just type Dr. Becky maybe.
I did. Oh, Dr. Becky Good Inside?
Yeah, good inside. She believes that every
I don't
child.
follow her.
Okay, life changed. You're welcome. She believes
follow
that
her.
every child is good inside.
That's exactly
right?
how I
And, like,
operate.
There's always something, like if something's not, like if something's off in your kid, there's a reason why. They're not trying to be a dickhead, right?
Yes, exactly.
They don't know any better.
I
No,
see.
they don't,
I
and
have
they're learning. It is.
I agree.
It's our job to teach them.
It's our job to let them explore. is the way I see it. I get sad sometimes I also try to not be a judging mom. I'm sure you feel the same. Like, I don't say any of the things I'm saying with judgment against not doing them. I think it's a matter of education.
I mean, there's moments where I'm sure like you want to not have gentle parenting. Like,
no.
No, I'm saying that
No.
I'm saying there's moments that you're irritated. Like, I watched Lily pull your hair yesterday.
Yes.
And
there's
you were gonna.
No. So there's okay. Let me. Actually, yes. Thank you for checking me on that. So like, Lily will pull my hair.
I'm not saying you do anything about it. I'm saying there's
I do something about it.
And it's normal. You're human. You're going to be annoyed someone's pulling your hair, right?
I treat her like an adult at all times. That is my MO. So like, she ripped my hair out of my head and it really hurt. She's been doing that. I pull her hair back. I don't care what anybody thinks. I turn around and I'm like, want to see what it feels like? Here.
Yeah.
She cries. I let her cry it out.
Yeah.
I let her feel the emotion. And I'm like, and then when she's calm, I say, let's talk about it.
Well, I think it's good for you
and
to
I'm
say
like,
that. Because then everyone looks at like people who say that who are like, oh, I don't put my kids in timeout. I don't do this. I don't do that. It's like I don't think that's what you're saying.
No,
you're
it's not what I'm saying.
I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm saying
you don't coddle them.
I like to watch when I learn a lot from Rachael when she's being a mom because I've never been one and I don't know how to do it. So like when I watch her and I'm like, I'm going to pull your hair back, I like laugh, but I'm like, that's actually really smart. That's what you do to dogs when they're biting you. Like it's funny.
I want her to understand.
Yeah.
That's
to
it.
feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in those
And I
tantrums,
don't
you
think
wait
that's
for a
mean.
tantrum to end before you address.
Yeah. So in my mind, I am like, I'm here with you. Like, you don't scare me. Like, you're having big feelings right now. And I am going to be right by your side. I'm not like, go to your room and like figure it out yourself. I'm like, I'm here with you.
Same.
You are having a hard time and we all have hard times, but you wait till later to address it.
100, always.
Maybe at night. At night's the best time because they're like,
Yep.
you oh,
I love that.
earlier. Like, you were
both
having
of
a
you.
hard time. Let's like talk about that. Like, what were you feeling?
Yeah, we talk about, I actually get through a lot of parenting moments by doing that.
Yeah.
Like the other day, Lily woke me up like 10 times in the night. She was having some separation anxiety. And so I waited. I got her through the whole night. And then I talked to her in the morning and I was like, hey, when you call my name, I just want you to know where I am. I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm doing. And I'm tired. I was like, was there a little girl that you knew like was waking me up all night the other night? And she laughed and she was like, me.
Yeah.
And I said, I want you to know.
Bring humor into it. Yes.
Exactly.
Connection.
Connection, love, empathy.
Not like, stop waking me up. It's really annoying when you wake me up at night. Like, that's not going to get anywhere.
Exactly. Language.
Yes.
It
and
matters.
it's always like you. Hello. Okay, good.
You're good.
You are, when there's an issue, a problem, it's not like you versus your kid. It's like you and your kid versus the problem. Like, let's figure this out together. Let's work together.
Exactly. And it is an all-in method too.
Yeah.
That is the other thing. It's like you're all in on health. You have to be all in. So when I reacted to you before, I think it's good to be attainable. I agree with you on your checking in that moment, but I do think I am all in on gentle parenting. So when it comes to like a timeout, like I feel like I would be abandoning my child by saying go into timeout because I don't think that she's going to learn anything. I think she's just going to feel alone and sad. So and
that's all she's going to be thinking about.
Exactly.
My mom abandoned me, my mom left me. She's not thinking about what did I do? How can I make it?
Yeah,
better?
I just don't think people understand what gentle parenting is. I've
Definitely
been fortunate to see it. Leland is the same way, who also works here, and I've watched you do it, and now obviously you do
I
it
actually
too,
learned it from Leland.
Yeah.
And
like Leland always talked to her kids like they were our age.
Yeah.
Like she'd be like, do you want this or do you want this? Pick one.
Choices.
Like it's like,
yeah.
Like I love
Give
that.
them autonomy. So it's like
Yes.
setting boundaries, but I think within those boundaries, it creates freedom.
And it doesn't mean
Agreed.
you're just letting your
Right?
kid be a brat and walk
Agreed.
around like
but
an
they
asshole.
know what to expect,
Yeah.
and like then they know. Like if you don't have boundaries, the kids like push, and they don't know like where do I stop? They feel out of control. Like
Yes.
it's our job to like, here's your boundary. Within this, do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly. Yes.
Because they're like really funny and really smart. Like sometimes Lily acts like me, and I'm like, wait, what is happening?
Things they
The
say.
things I don't do is I'm never like you'll sometimes be like, oh, you're such a little bitch, Lily. Like, you know what I mean? And I give you shit for that. And I don't do that. I won't say you're such a little bitch. Like, that's why I always try to check you on the languages. Auntie, I'm like, say to her, don't say no to me. I want you to say yes to me. And this is why. And I find when I explain, I get a better reaction. But I am pushed to my limit sometimes. I'll tell you the time I am pushed, but I want to first hear from you.
Yeah.
When do your kids push you to your limits? Like, what is the moment where you're like, I'm at the edge, but I'm going to come down now? What are those moments for you?
I would say, when do I go to the edge? I would say when I'm with Griffin and Gus and they are fighting and they are
Boys, yeah.
and it's a lot of fighting, a lot of like wrestling, and I feel it like not going. The energy is just getting worse, and
It's
I'm like,
heightening.
trying to separate them, and I like, all right,
Yep.
done. You're in this room. You're in
Yep.
this room. Separate. Like that's when I kind of feel
You
like
raise your voice for a second.
Yes. And I think it's like the and I hate saying they're not listening because they are. They hear me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not like getting on their level and being like, dude, stop. Like it's time.
Right.
Enough. Someone's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
And I kind of just let that escalate.
Well, I love that you blame yourself because most people would not.
Because I think that their job is to push the limits, and our job is to like stand
Set the
a sturdy
boundary.
boundary. And if I feel like I need that boundary, then they need to be separated. They need to be put in two different rooms.
Boundaries are important.
Go
And
outside and like
yes,
jump and like do your thing. But
get it out of your system.
yeah, I think that's mostly it. But I've gotten much better. I think when I was a parent, I like didn't know how to handle it. But I think I've definitely
You have to learn.
improved and
You have to
learned.
be curious. My best friend called me the other day. She was really upset, and she was like, "I find myself yelling."
Yeah.
And she was like, I find myself sad that I'm yelling.
You feel guilty.
Yeah, she was like, I'm not happy
Yeah.
about it. So we sat for an hour together and we read a book together. I read the book to her.
Yeah.
It was a Montessori book, and we had like a nice exercise together where we just kind of learned a little bit more about toddlers. And I think you do have to be curious, and you do have to be, wonder, what could I be doing better? But I do also agree you were self-reflective.
human.
Yeah.
Also, I think I lose my shit sometimes with my kids, but I also think repairing is really important.
Agreed.
So like we're human, we're gonna do that.
I'm
but
sorry
don't
I
let
did
them
that.
Don't let them sit in that feeling. Go with it and like be like, that happened. That must have been scary for you.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Talking to them
I
like an
messed up.
adult.
Yeah.
You respect them.
Yeah,
You don't look at them
exactly.
as a child. I look at them as my teacher.
Well, mom never did that.
Yes.
Neither did dad.
Yeah.
I didn't like when I would go to other places and people would treat me like a child either. Like I would go
Your
to my
kids are
friend's house.
smart. They know
Yeah,
it.
like
They know.
my mom would never do that. Neither would my dad. And we would be equals to them, and we would go to people's houses and they'd be like, "You can't do that, and you can't do this," and I'm like, "I'm never coming back here. And You're fucking
This
annoying
play
me."
date's over for me.
Yeah,
She
like-
was always the same.
No, I couldn't help it. I'd be like, "I'm never coming back." So
My push to my limit is actually, I'm in a very different phase, is the diaper changing.
yeah.
When Lily will, like it's when you're in a rush,
The
and, like,
rush. It's the rush. Yes.
And
You
I
have to be
try
somewhere
so
they don't
hard.
Yes.
And I do notice a direct correlation to when I'm rushing my child to their behavior not being what I'm seeking. So I try to
They
always
feel your
they feel my
hyper energy.
energy. Exactly. And so there's times where I have to be somewhere at a certain time. Like I take them to this class and I'm like, we need to go. And she won't let me change her diaper, and she only lets me do it standing up. And I'll have to then in that moment I get quiet. I get very silent, but I am firm. And I'm like, I'm putting your diaper on. And
a
I will
boundary.
do what
You're
it
doing it.
takes to put the diaper on.
You have to do it.
And I hate it, but I am pushed to my limits in that moment because I'm like, fuck you. Let me just
Yeah.
put your goddamn diaper
Yeah,
on.
I
like,
think you'd
getting
be
out
a-
of the house can
Yes,
be stressful.
getting out of the house is
like
hard.
Too like I wouldn't like that if you were like too soft or gentle or whatever the word is. Because like if you're like can't get her diaper on, you're just like letting her sit in her shit. That's just like weird.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like then if
Definitely.
you looked at me and you were like, "Yep, I'm not going to change her diaper."
No, it's
And I'd
not
be like, "Rachel,
flighty
you're
parenting.
like freaking me out.
No. It's
Which you
just
would never
Parents have
do.
to do hard things.
Yes.
And like, yeah, and we have
it's
to bring them with
respectful
it.
parenting.
Yeah.
I'm glad that this was a topic and something we brought up. So do you give your kids vitamins?
Yeah.
Which ones do you use?
Okay. So we do.
Siete.
Are you ready?
She's like, Siete vitamins.
So I give them cod liver oil. It's a capsule. They pop it in their mouth and they chew it and they freaking
I should
love
probably
it.
do that.
It's
They
good.
chew it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's a gummy.
No, you could actually pop it and like stick it in like their yogurt or something if you want. It's a pill, but there's like liquid inside. You also could they have cod liver
taste
oil
like
liquid. You could have
fish?
them spooned, but that smells terrible. The liquid does, but the pills, yeah, they do, but not as bad.
You put that in your kid's mouth and you pop it.
They chew it, like just bite into it. Your kids might love it. They might surprise you.
Okay.
Put it in the fridge. It doesn't taste as fishy. Cod liver oil, Rosita. And then I'll do
What?
What's Rosita?
Rosita.
What's that?
That's the brand.
Oh, it's also my mother-in-law's name. So I thought you were just
you
looking at,
forget
you just
it.
looked at me, you go, Rosita. And I'm like, what? Okay, carry on.
And then I'll do a D3, which is good
Really?
for like bone health. I'll do vitamin C. I have a powder that smells. I'll sprinkle on their food or whatever. I'll give you all these names. Synergy, I think it's vitamin C Synergy. I'll do a probiotic, and it's Smidge probiotic. I think it's the best one. It comes in a capsule, but you just open it up and you like, again, put it in their food.
So you're drugging your children.
100%
Yes.
drugging them all the time.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
Do you ever think that you shouldn't supplement? Like, is that Like, because I was seeing on TikTok recently that
So I don't really give them many multivitamins.
you don't like those.
And I'm not against it, but if I did it, fine. But I think they can get enough from their foods.
Because you feed them, right?
Yes. And some kids, some are a little more particular and they're not getting that. So maybe a multivitamin is like worth it in that case. But my kids do eat a well-balanced, but if some kids are particularly only want the pasta and they won't eat. So I think multivitamin in that case is fine.
What pasta brand do you get?
I like tolerant pasta, which is,
Have you heard of Goodles?
yeah. Is that like the,
It just came out it was a mac and cheese.
Yeah.
But it just came out in regular pasta and it's actually phenomenal.
I'll have to try it. Okay.
It has 10 grams of protein, 7
Yes.
grams of fiber.
What's it called, the pasta?
tolerant, but it's like a lentil pasta.
Oh.
Also, Jovi makes
Is
a good
it
lentil
red?
pasta. There's a red one. There's a green
I get
one.
that. I love that pasta.
Yeah, it's good.
And you feed them that type of pasta.
I do, and they also eat the regular, like the
Barilla,
regular
like-
pasta. Exactly, whatever that pasta.
I'm telling you, Goodles will be the perfect combo of both for you.
look at that.
Because it actually tastes. I think it is real pasta. I find that the chickpea pasta or any of like the lentil pastas, they don't wear well over time.
And Brandon sees a difference in it. He's like, "Oh, I'm not eating this."
He
and
will not
I'm
see
like,
a difference in this.
I'm like, "Oh, I like
The
it.
Banza?
I enjoy
Will
it.
you-
I don't love Banza.
I don't either. Bonza, I don't find cooks well. It doesn't wear well.
and I don't love the ingredients.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
The other
to know
ones
that.
are literally like lentils.
Is it
Just lentils.
I
Yeah.
want to write that down. What is it called?
Tolerant, TOLERANT.
We may need to
Is
make
that
a
Whole
list of
Foods?
everything we said on this podcast.
You can find it at Whole Foods, yeah. I also am a huge bean eater. Like I'll do like black lentils. I'll do black eyed peas, chickpeas. Oh, I make like a chickpea salad a lot.
Yum.
Which is like a tuna salad. It's like tuna salad, but it's chickpeas.
Yum. I mean,
Eat
not
it
the
with,
tuna.
Eat it with a chip.
but
Yeah,
the-
no tuna, no fish.
Yeah, no tuna, no fish. No, thank you.
it's
I'll
just
eat tuna.
chickpeas.
I like tuna.
Yeah.
So is that all the vitamins you give your kids
I think so, yeah.
daily?
If I remember. Sometimes I'll forget, but I try to do it
Good to
daily.
know.
I
You're
do the
normal.
Mary Ruth's
Normal except for all the sardines. And
the Mary Ruth's multivitamin
Yeah.
tincture.
Yep.
Like I just
Great.
Didn't we find that there was sunflower oil, right?
not that one.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I double checked that one.
elderberry, I'll do elderberry. You guys
Yeah,
familiar
I do
with that?
elderberry
Yeah.
for like colds. And
Yeah.
The chamomile.
I do
for
like
bed.
2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something
Just
like
making
that.
it up.
Yeah.
Just running through it. So, okay, let's talk about your TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
So you organically came up on my For You page
I love that.
a while ago, and I was like enthralled. And I love you and I love your personality, but I was like, this approach to TikTok is so interesting that even if I didn't know you, I was hooked.
Thank you.
And what I love, and if you haven't seen Lauren's TikTok yet, you should check it out because it's very much so like in your kitchen in the morning, getting ready for the day. But you're talking to your husband and you're like opening packages and you're out of things and we're scooping and we're duping.
Yeah.
And I love watching the realness. That's the point
Yeah.
of TikTok, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like you hit the mark. But let's
Thank
talk
you.
about your TikTok a little bit. Like,
So
what's
I
your theory?
started like a couple years ago, and it started being like very curated. Like I was like, let me do the trends, which I don't like the trends. I think it's like, why are we doing this? Why am I watching this same thing over and over again? Like I know what this is, but I did it because that's what people did. And I was like, this doesn't feel authentic to me. It's not feeding my soul.
Feeding your ego.
It's not. Yeah. So I was like, I'll do what I do and I'll do workout videos. So I was doing like little minute, like this is an arm series. This is an arm series. Not flying, people not watching, have 500 views. I was like, okay, this isn't hitting. Let's try something else. I'm going to make lunch because that's another thing that I love to do. I love food and I love feeding my kids. So I did a top-down view of me making lunch. And sometimes I would do a voiceover of just like a funny story, or I wouldn't do it. I would just be like the sounds of me making lunch. And that got more hit, like more presence. People were like, okay, this is good, this is good. And then one day I just changed my camera angle to see me doing it with my kids' voices in the background, my husband, real life, raw, not thinking about anything, just like forgetting the camera's there. And then that's when it was like, it like hit good.
Crazy.
People loved it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of my audience is younger. Like Carli's 8. How old are you, Carli?
31.
Yeah. Carli age and younger. I would
Fully
say.
offended that you just looked at Carly and didn't like turn to me in that
Probably
moment.
because you have kids.
You have kids.
Yeah.
But you know,
No, I'm telling
some
you, the
audience-
second you
you're
pop-
33.
The second, fuck you. The second you pop a baby out of your vagina, I'm telling you, you're immediately old. It's
true.
like almost mean.
No, it's true.
I feel young.
You are young.
Shut up. You literally just disregarded my presence. Looked at
Because I know
Carly.
how old you are.
How old are you?
I'm old. I'm ancient for TikTok. Guess how old I am. I'm ancient.
No, I'm not going to guess.
It's okay. You don't have to guess. 38.
Oh.
That's not ancient
What
for
are you
TikTok.
fucking talking about?
It's literally a prime demo on TikTok.
No.
Dumb.
So, no, I feel like the demo was like 18 to like 24.
Yeah, for like the dumb side of TikTok, but there's an educated part of TikTok that you're tapping into.
Thank you. Okay, fine.
The dumb part of TikTok is, the dances and the fucking stuff. But there's actually, I learn a lot from TikTok.
Yeah.
Because it's unfiltered.
Yeah, my friends make fun of me of how much I say I love TikTok.
It's great. You learn so much from that and you connect with people. So people, I think that my main demographic is probably like the moms. 18 to the, but pre-moms and then like people who are thinking about becoming a mom and then like the early moms.
You make it look easy. And it's not, but I do love, I think you have a good head on your shoulders about it.
No, I think there's like so much beauty in motherhood and like it's
there
freaking
is.
hard. But there's a lot of good stuff that I feel like people are like, oh, let me just drink my like sorrows away because kids are hard and I don't have a life anymore and I don't have a career and my body's gone. But like there's so much beauty. Like
I don't see it that way.
Exactly. And I think I think that because I present that on TikTok, people see that light and they're like, wait a minute, like this is new to me. I can have a family and be happy.
You don't present it in a way that's unattainable though.
No.
Which I think it's hard when you live in this mindset. I think it can sometimes seem pretentious. And like sometimes if I say something about like my belief system or like a meditation practice I do or like waking up early or being consistent with those things, I think it can seem like, douchey.
Yeah.
And I think you do a really good job of like just showing it, not telling it in a way.
Thank you.
You're not talking about it.
It's like you can watch, you can take something from it, or you cannot. Like
Right.
You're not like
your choice.
throwing
I
it
don't
down.
preach it.
You're not
Yeah.
preachy.
Throw.
Yeah,
Right.
no, it's
like
it's
they're
good
literally
content.
watching it happen.
Yeah.
So they can take what they want from it.
I think
Good
a question
content.
we got too was like, how do you keep your relationship like?
Oh, yeah,
alive
with your
while
husband.
you're-
It's hard. It's
Yeah.
really hard, especially now with a third kid. And like, it's really hard. We were really good at one point with date nights. Like we would go like once every 2 weeks and that is like really what you need.
Once every 2 weeks is a good cadence, I think.
And now we're going not as much, but we do something called a 20-second hug. And
I get
really
that.
long hug.
yeah, and I'm just like,
It's
I'm
helpful.
looking at him just like 20 seconds. And like, whenever you do that, you just like connect and your souls touch and your hearts touch. And like, just for that moment, and then you go off and do your own thing. But you connect in that way. So like
I
literally
want to meet
just
him
start.
for some reason.
Just
What's his name? Brandon?
Brandon. He is like very anti-social media. Like not
too.
anti, like I'm not going on it, but like I'm not going to be on any of your TikToks or anything.
He's not.
No.
Also, I try to find him.
He is like low profile,
Respect.
doesn't want anyone knowing about who he is, what he does. But then I think always find it so humorous when there's a couple, like a TikTok couple, or like when the husband is just as involved in the social media as the wife is, or the girlfriend and boyfriend. I'm like, that's just weird.
I think it's weird too.
Like you can't
I
have
like
both
that
of
my
you.
husband, we just send each other, like, I send him golf content that I think he would like, and he sends, I don't even know what
Yeah,
he
like
sends
that's
me.
fine. Like I send
He doesn't
him
send me
him
anything.
stupid stuff all the time, but like to be like a presence, like to be like, hey, let's do a dance. And I just think it's interesting.
I love the 20-second hug. It's quick.
Mm-hmm.
I think that when you're parenting and everything's quick and heightened, no matter how meditative you are, there's not a lot of space for each other. But I do think it's fun in those little moments to like find the fun together and to connect. And there's a visual I saw on Instagram, and it was like a child sleeping between a husband and a wife in their bed, and they had a nightmare, and the husband and the wife were touching toes, underneath it. You can find romance in the moments.
We literally connect when we're both brushing our teeth at night
Same.
in the bathroom. Like
Same.
that's our like.
What's really weird, you said that. We had a moment the other night, and I was looking at him. We were brushing our teeth, and I was like thinking to myself, what a beautiful moment.
Yes.
Like, I'm so grateful to be brushing my teeth with you, and like that we have this friendship. And you have to parent together, and you have to
be a team.
You got to be pigs and shit together is really what it comes. Sometimes we'll look at each other and the girls are crying and the house is a mess
You're just
and
laughing.
everything's
Yeah.
chaotic, and we'll look at each other. He looked at me this past weekend and goes, what the fuck is happening?
Literally.
Lily was having a fit about something so stupid. It was like she didn't like that I gave, I know what it was. She didn't like that I gave her blue whipped cream. She wanted red whipped cream, the can. But sorry, I feed
Red
her.
40?
I feed her whipped cream. No, it's just the can
I
color.
do whipped cream.
Yeah, they love whipped cream in a
They
cup.
love whipped cream.
It's a big snack
Which
for
one
us.
do you get?
Carly, that's like
Siete.
your
Siete whipped cream.
I don't even know, and honestly, I don't even think it's organic. I know I can't buy an
naughty.
organic one.
Like the $9
Can you
Madagascar.
I only
vanilla.
get that occasionally. Stop doing that.
has
Let's
a
do a compilation of all of her emotions. That we're gonna embarrass the shit out of you. You want raw and real? You're getting it. We're gonna show your
just like the
vagina.
brand. I feel like I understand what you buy. I really think you follow the Mediterranean diet.
No,
though.
she does. But she was having, when they're illogical, and we just looked at each other and we were just like,
You can't win.
this is a shit show.
Yeah.
And you got to be in the shit show together.
Yeah. you gotta have that support and that team. And I think being a team, being on the same, even if you disagree, being on the same like page, like you get it.
Totally.
I disagree with you, but I get it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, acknowledging their feelings and not just running over them like a bulldozer.
And in the beginning of our relationship, I used to like hold a lot in, but now I just like, I'm like, that really annoyed me, what you just did.
That's surprising. I feel like you aren't like that.
I know. Well, I've changed. I've grown, I guess. Like I used to be like, oh, just push under the rug. It's fine. But now I'm like, that fucking pissed me off.
It's so healthy to say that.
Yes. And like so good. And he'd be like, let's talk about it.
Do you feel weird about showing your kids online?
Yeah. It's been a big, yeah. In the
don't need
beginning,
to.
I was like all about it, but
you don't
now
need to show
I've
them.
held back. I'm like, they're so freaking cute, but you know what? That's okay. That could be just for me. Like, there's been a lot
That's
of
me
moments,
too.
right? I'm like, I want to show them, but no, I don't need
Sometimes
to.
you do on your stories and like,
Yeah, stories I do every now and then. TikTok, I really try to like.
I get that.
Not so much.
Yeah.
I think you can still get your message across without showing your kids. There was a TikTok you showed, or it might have been, I don't know if it was Instagram or what, you showed that the kids, you let them take the cart and buy whatever they wanted at the grocery store. And I loved that. And it actually inspired me to go to Sudbury Farms in Sudbury.
I love Sudbury Farms. Do you shop there?
No, I don't think there's one near me. I would if there was.
Do you shop at Whole Foods?
Do I shop at? Yeah, I do. That's
Okay.
like mostly where I shop.
Got it.
Like 99% of the time.
Same.
I'm not against anything else, but it's just convenient for me and it has what I want. I'm familiar with it. So
Stop and Shop just like
I
smells
just
like Red
Literally,
40.
fuck Stop and Shop.
Stop and Shop has become ratchet.
know.
Stop and Shop, you need to get your shit together. It's like weird, it's creepy lighting and like balloons
Well, I don't
and
like
like
that you
random
know. It
dead
just feels
plants.
different.
Bell and Evans there, and I love Bell and Evans.
I can sometimes get Bell and Evans at Whole Foods. Really?
No, always Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Always Whole Foods.
Oh, what are you
Stop and
saying?
Shop doesn't have it.
Oh, you're saying it doesn't have it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's all just a balance. I think you and I are very aligned with parenting, and it's lovely to have a conversation like openly and honestly, because I sometimes just keep everything to myself.
Yeah.
My belief systems and whatnot, because I just don't want to ever be judgmental and I also think everybody's right in whatever works for them.
100%.
You know, so like
everyone's doing the best they can
Yeah.
with the resources that they have is
Yeah.
what Dr. Becky would say.
No, I agree.
Which I do agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think there's always, I'm endlessly curious of how I could be better. So I love to talk to
and
someone
it's
who
cool to
feels the
see.
same.
Yeah, to see how different people do different things.
Yeah.
And no judgment to anyone.
No, never judgment. And I think that the whole, the disclaimer at the beginning of this isn't about this way is the right way or this food is the right way or this ingredient. Because I know it stresses a lot of moms out.
Yes.
Like I had talked to a mom once who I said, I heard that this AstroTurf can cause, PFAS or whatever. And,
Yes.
And it was stressed her out. And she was like, that's not something I can think about. Or I would talk about seed oils and she was like, my brain can't go there.
Yeah.
And I get that. Some people, it's like you have to block it out and you got to do what works for you. And I respect you too.
Yeah.
It's just, this
I love to know.
a method that I prefer.
Yeah. I can totally relate to that in so many ways.
This was a great podcast.
Oh my God, I love
You're a
every
great guest.
I love
You're
you.
coming
Come back.
Oh my God, this was
You're coming
amazing.
back. This
Thank
was
you
really
guys.
good. I appreciate your realness and your rawness and just living in your soul's purpose. What a gift.
Thank you so much. This is such a gift to be here and made my soul so
Thank you
happy.
for sharing
We love
your
you.
knowledge.
Why don't you plug your Instagram and your TikTok just so everybody can find
Yeah.
you?
So TikTok is just Lauren Hefez. Instagram is Sweat with Lauren Hefez.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much.
It's
Rachel.
what a journey.
I'm proud of you too. And you too,
Thanks.
Carl.
Thank
we're,
you.
We're living. We're loving. We'll
gonna-
see you soon.
Watch your TikToks in bed tonight.
Oh,
Over
will you
and out.
please?
Rock out.
Lots of
Rock
comments.
out.